Oh my God. Ah, that's so funny. That is pretty damn funny. Okay, let's do this. I am making myself laugh right now. I am cracking myself up because this is crazy what I've done. Okay, let me get myself. Excuse me, you guys. I'm coughing quite a bit. Make co-host. There we go. All righty. Okay, Rebecca, you're on duty, Rebecca. Let me get the Facebook live stream going. Okay, here we go. Boom. Hey, Tiffany, I'm glad you made it. It's divine success. Okay, copy, and this is boot camp day 8. Boom. Okay, share to your group, and that is my League of Badass Butterflies. Here we go. All right. Yay. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm having a real giggle right now because I'm really, really sick. I have the worst cold that I've ever had in my life. I'm not even kidding you. Like, no decongestants are working for me. I've been up like all night, every night. Like, nothing's helping this cold. Okay. And it's cracking me up a little bit because I'm tired. But what I did, because Zoom has this thing where you can soften your features and not look tired. And I said, yeah, soften me up. And I'm looking at myself and I'm like, God, I look fabulous because of the filters. It's wonderful. Thank you. So it's like I can actually show up and look much better than I feel. Y'all still have to deal with this voice and whatever is happening here and all my hacking. By the way, I've got to go grab my cup of tea. I left it in the microwave because the tea is the only thing that's kind of like keeping me sane, y'all. Okay, like it's the only thing that's helping my throat be good. So yes, give me 1 second while I go grab my cup of tea from the mic. And of course, I have to clear my throat along the way. All righty, here we go. I'm back. All right, y'all. So welcome to day 8 of Spiritual Life Coach Startup Bootcamp. And I didn't know what I wanted to talk about with you all today. But I decided on this topic of what it means to be successful, because I want you to feel successful today in the skin where you are. And I want you also to push your understanding of success, to understand that, yes, where you are right now is successful, but hey, you have tremendous potential. You can grow and expand beyond where you are, okay? So if you're watching live, in the comments, please type the word live, hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay, and please give the video a thumbs up. That is super, super helpful for me. Also, I would love to know what you all are thinking about bootcamp. So would you do me a favor, please, and give me, like, you can either, it would be really, really helpful if in the comments you would write a quick review of what you learned in bootcamp. Put it in the comments or put it in the you can send me a message with it on Facebook. You can send me an email, or you can just put it in the news feed, like make a post about it. And Rebecca, if anyone makes a comment here on Zoom, about Bootcamp. Will you please copy it and quote it so that we can save it and share it with the world? That's really, really, really helpful. Thank you, ladies, in advance. Also, hey, yeah, so that's really helpful. And we have 2 more days of things that are coming at you, okay? Things that are coming at you. 2 more days of content, but I have a couple of things I want to share, but I'm not sure of what they are. I mean, I know what they are. I'm just not sure of what I'm going to share. I haven't made up my mind. One of them has to do with traveling and kind of learning your lessons as a life coach as you journey, like living a nomadic lifestyle, what that means, work from anywhere. Even if that's working from your own town, but it's basically about like how to establish a business online on your own, okay? And kind of understanding what that looks like. So that's probably what we're going to do tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we're going to close everything down, okay? So if you all are watching the replays, just understand that the replay videos will be coming down all on Friday of this week, because enrollment for my certification program it's on right now. So if you want to register, you should book yourself in and get started. The deadline is Friday, and we are going to be closing down registration on Friday. So you need to get your discovery session done, get yourself enrolled so that we can start our work together next week, okay? Just a little reminder, if you start now with your certification, you will be done. You'll have your certification and your entire business built, and you will be seeing clients by the end of this year. So within a few, by the end of the year, within 10 months, you will be in ownership of your own business. And that is really awesome. So I hope you're excited about this journey. I know that I am. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, God, this nose is just crazy right now. No amount of medication, no amount of essential oils is blocking this. I had COVID a few weeks ago, and I just learned that, the way COVID is working, it's like you get COVID and then a few weeks later, your system is still vulnerable. So it's really easy to catch a head cold or a chest cold. And this cold is worse than the COVID. I swear I've never been this uncomfortable. I've never had my sinuses blocked so intensely. And all this stuff that's coming up. I am purifying, I am detoxifying, I am embracing the process. But it is sure is hard to talk, man. Obviously, I'm doing a good job of it because I keep on talking. All right, let's get to work, y'all. So you want to be a spiritual life coach, yeah? Let's talk about how we can make that happen and how we can make you immensely successful at it. Because my Rebecca is back, we have a workbook for you, all right? So if you need the workbook, type in the word workbook. Everybody needs the workbook, Rebecca, because we didn't send it out ahead of time, so everybody needs it. Hey, Simone, and thank you for your prayers. I appreciate it. And so, yes, and Simone will probably want that workbook too. So, excuse me. If you're planning on supporting yourself fully as a spiritual life coach, you now know, because you've been in boot camp with me, you know what you're in for on the journey, okay? Yeah, it's going to be really, really challenging, but it's also really, really doable, because everything that you need to know is learnable, okay? You can learn everything you need to do to be successful. And that's why we are here today, to talk about how you define success so that you can do all the things that will make you successful, but on your terms, not successful according to me, even though I'm super freaking opinionated, okay? I am always about, you need to push into your greatest potential. That is Crystal Lynn's personal motto. What's your greatest potential? How are we going to get you there? Okay. Your greatest potential and your vision of your greatest potential and my vision of your greatest potential are not the same. I can guarantee you, but I will happily give you my opinion, but it's yours that actually matters. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is talk about what you consider to be successful. So let's get the worksheet open, and I'm going to just show you. Rebecca gave me the worksheet and I lost it. That's okay. I know it's here in the chat for my ladies here. Here's our workbook for today. Leanne, did you get the workbook? Stephanie says, this has been super awesome, super clarifying that this is the direction I should embark on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, very good. Okay, let me do this. Pull that out and then share. Share screen, share that, share. Here we go. All right, so our workbook for today is called Let's Define Success. Rebecca, just a heads up there, this workbook is missing the manifesto. Just an FYI, you need to go back and add it in and then re-upload it, okay? All right, so boom, learnable. What I need you to do right now is in this section of your workbook, and if you don't have the workbook, you can just write your answers in your notebook. But I need you to write down what's your overall definition of success for your life in general, and be honest. And ladies, look, don't be afraid to push out of your comfort zone, okay? When I look at myself right now, I say, yeah, I'm successful, but this is not the best I can do. Like I'm only scratching the surface of what I can achieve. I'm big on your greatest potential. That's really important for me. So write down your overall definition of success. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to do that, y'all. Oops, here we go. All right. Here we go. So while you all are doing that, I want you to kind of, and keep in mind, you all can come back to this definition if 1 minute is not enough for you to kind of really think about it. Go back and do the work. And, you know, being a woman who is self-made, like I created this entire business, I created everything that is a part of my business. My standards are really high. I expect a lot. I expect a lot from you because I expect a lot from myself. So I'm always going to push you hard because I want you to get out of your comfort zone because I know what your potential is, and that's important to understand about me as a leader and as a coach. And I also don't like, I don't like it when people are comfortable and they're not doing their best. I don't like that. And it's not to say that you should be doing your best all the time. As a matter of fact, sucking, failing, and dealing with debilitating depression is a part of doing your best. It's not about doing your best and always feeling sharp and good. It's about doing your best, failing, contemplating suicide, and then saying, fuck it, I'm getting up and I'm going to go for it again. It's a very Saturnian mindset that I have, that I embody. Saturnian meaning from Saturn, the planet Saturn. This is a big thing amongst Aquarians and Capricorns, okay? We tend to, well, we are Saturnian in nature, and we work really hard and learn really difficult lessons. And we have incredible tenacity. The world can come and beat us over the head. Excuse me. And we keep on going. We turn the filter up on the video, okay, so that we look great, even though we have a terrible lung infection. Oh, yeah, I definitely could have said like, hey, we're going to skip all these bonus days. I could have said that, but no, I'm just gonna write this shit out. So my point is that while you all are in the League of Badass Butterflies, I need you all to understand that my League of Badass Butterflies is about being a badass butterfly, not about being a weak-ass butterfly or a broke-ass butterfly. And you can be weak and broke today, but if you think that I'm going to encourage you and invest time and energy in you to stay weak and broke, no, I'm not interested. So when you are making your ideas of success, understand that you're getting prompted and led and guided by someone who wants you to look a little bit further than your comfort zone, okay? Wants you to push a little bit further than what you're used to, what the world has served you and you've just accepted, okay? There you go. Okay, so, all right. Now we'll go back into the next thing. I now want to focus on what success means for you. Actually, let me look at the worksheet. Hold on. Yeah, this is your overall success that you've written in here, okay? And if my little speech has made you cringe away, I understand. I understand. Bye. Go ahead and cringe. I'm so sorry. Bye. You're welcome to cringe away. But if my little speech has made you think, yeah, what can I up the ante? Can I wish for more and go for more? And can I pull it together to push harder for something bigger than what I thought? That would be great. That would be great. All right. So you all have kind of you all have been hearing from me. You've seen a few of my processes, and you know I like to sometimes begin processes with the end in mind, right? Or I start myself at the end and then work backward, okay? We're going to do that today. We're going to do that in this exercise, okay? So you've defined success, okay? I want you, though, now to think about what success would mean for you as a life coach. Like, where are you right now, okay? And you're at the beginning. I know, you're at the beginning. That's fine. But seriously, yesterday we talked about money. We talked about having financial freedom on Friday. We talked about building a real business. What do you expect from your business? That's what I want to know right now. So in that same section that we just wrote here, your overall definition, will you please add in a specific definition for really like what you want to be doing as a life coach? How many people do you want to be serving? What's your vision? That's what I want to know. How would you determine success? I'm assuming that your success would be obviously achieving your vision, but also what are some of the markers for success for you? So my vision is in development, okay? And I am confident that I'm going to get there, but I'm not there yet. So am I unsuccessful? No, I'm not unsuccessful. I've done a lot of things. So what I'd love for you to do is tell me what your kind of ideal dream coaching business is. I want you to write it down in your notes here, okay, in the workbook. What is your ideal dream business? And then what is your what would be your markers of success as you're getting there? So for example, for me, I don't have my ideal business yet. I'm building it. One of the markers of success for me is my attitude, even when things go wrong, okay? Because things don't always go right for me. As a matter of fact, well, most things go right for me, but they're not like spectacular. Like things don't go spectacularly in my business. Like my business is a Saturnian business. I work very, very hard. I pay attention to detail. I do a lot of work. Okay. So that's how my business goes. So for me, awesome business, but then the marker is I have a great attitude. I'm resilient. I am innovative. I stay creative. I listen. I keep myself educated. If I'm doing those things actively, then to me, I'm being successful, right? Success is sticking with things and building and saying yes to the universe and learning lessons, applying those lessons, going for it, not repeating the same mistakes over and over. Like I can only repeat the same mistake 5 times. Then I got to be like, okay, girl, it's time to move on. Okay. What are your markers for your success in your business? I'm giving you 1 minute on that. And if you all will please put whatever notes you have in the chat, that would be really, really great as well. And I'm going to check on y'all on Facebook and see where you all are. Hey, Crystal, nice to see you. You're welcome, Simone. Very good. Whoops, here we go. Okay. All right, y'all, we're coming upon the end of our first of that 1 minute. And if you all will share with me in the chat what comes up for you, that would be really helpful. But here's the thing. As I said earlier, we're going to start looking at, we're going to start outward and then work our way back, okay? So you've defined success. Oops, I was muted. Look, I'm trying to mute to not cough into the mic. Okay, I'm trying, but gosh, there are just a lot of windows and things to maneuver. So sorry, guys. So my point, the thing that I was trying to say is that you now have your vision of your business, okay? You have your idea about what it is, and you have your little markers of success, so you know what's important to you. What I want to do right now is I want to start working our way backward from that success, okay? So your successful spiritual business and all those qualities that you need, those are in the future, okay? Now, what I want us to start off by doing is imagining your ideal client, all right? So, of course, you're brand new, okay? You don't know who your ideal client is, but we did do some work on this. during boot camp. So you have that in workbook 3, which has your blueprint. You can always go back and revisit that. So what I want you to do, though, is think about them and just kind of understanding the person who you want to help. I think it was Leanne who said she wants to help people who are poor. Tiffany, I can't remember who you said you wanted to help yesterday, but I do remember you all shared some stuff with me, right? About who you want to help. It could even be someone you know who's always coming to you for advice. Okay, so that's fine. For this exercise, let's just have them as a point of focus. And that's fine. Like, even just giving advice is a great starting point for a new spiritual life coach. Okay, so let's think, you can even think about a person that you've helped in the past. Okay, what I want you to do in the workbook is on page 3. I want you to identify your ideal client, write down who they are, what you know about them, and their particular pain or problem. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to sketch that out very quickly. Oops. There we go. Identifying your ideal client, who they are, what you know about them, and their particular pain or problem. You all have heard me over these last several days talk about a pain point, your own wounded healer stories, but you're starting to understand that part of being a certified spiritual life coach is having a relationship with pain and having a relationship with your client. Okay, so having a relationship with your client and their pain so that you can bring some kind of a healing salve or a transformational process to them. Okay, so this exercise is really important that we're doing, because what we're doing, what I'm saying is, we've been repeating this process quite a few times since boot camp started a week ago. Okay, there's a thing that I'm putting inside you. It's a thing that I'm awakening inside you, and that is the problem solver. You are a problem solver for your tribe. They have a problem. You are the solver. Okay, so what we're doing today is getting your mind to learn what it is that it needs to do in order to be a life coach. But what we're also doing, by you identifying what you want as your success, you're communicating to the universe what you desire. And I don't know about you, but I know about me. I take this stuff seriously. I got hundreds of pages from my journal where I'm writing out my desires in detail, giving that to the universe, because I expect the universe to deliver it. And of course, I have my work to do in there, which I'm doing. Okay, so this is an exercise that we're doing today. This exercise is going to help you communicate very clearly what it is you ultimately want to the universe. This is why I don't want you to hold back and limit yourself with small thinking, small success. Okay, I don't want you doing that. I want you thinking bigger, because you're talking and communicating with the universe. Okay, step out of your comfort zone where it's uncomfortable, but you have the rest of us to hang with. You're in good company. I do need to blow my nose. Come on, I gotta blow my nose, then I gotta drink some tea. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. All right. So during that time when I was talking, you should have written about your ideal client. And so I'm assuming that you have an idea of who they are now. let's work backward and see what you had to know in order to help them. What did you have to know in order to help your ideal client? So we're going to go into the worksheet again, and just on that same page, excuse me, page 3 at the bottom, what kinds of things do you need to know in order to help your ideal client? So this is where you're going to write down like what's important for you to understand about the world, about the pain, about helping people that you need to know in order to be of service. Okay. So what I mean by that, for example, and you all, if you already get this question, go ahead and start writing. But the idea, like for me, I just got off of a call with my with one of my clients. So I had a client right before this session started. And some of the things I need to know is why things go wrong in relationships. I need to know how people project their own baggage onto other people. I need to know how to deal with a trigger. I needed to know how to deal with someone who's facing disappointment. Okay. I need to know how to keep people motivated in spite of their obstacles and challenges, right? So those are a few of the things that I needed to know in order to help this person that I just got off the call with. Okay, I also need to know about dating. Okay, let's face it, because that's what this whole call was about. Excuse me. She's like, I've just started dating. I'm like, I know about that. So how dating works in the modern age. I need to know how men think, I needed to know, I needed to also to be able to give her a reading for some things. Okay, that's what I want you to write down there. I'm giving you 1 minute, okay? Here we go. Boom. For some of you, you might need to know things like how to deal with addiction, how to deal with loss, if you're dealing with people who are grieving, and understanding what grief is, how to heal grief. That's why you see, there are a lot of different things. I'm not a grief specialist. I know a little bit about grief, but I'm not a grief specialist. If you know about grief, you should be the grief specialist, right? So that I would refer people to you. I'm the unworthiness specialist. So I know about issues of unworthiness and I've studied them, right? So this is why identifying your ideal client and who they are and like what they need, like what their pain point is, this is why this is so important. Okay. All right. For the next step, okay. All right. I would love to check in with you all because I'm a little bit of feedback here. Let's see, Leanne says, stay connected to my divine and be sure to pay attention to it, guidance from it, making sure that I'm loving myself in the process of helping others. That is a really good way to determine success, Leanne. I like that a lot. Checking in with yourself, yeah, that's good. And making sure that your head is right? Like that's how you know you're successful. You will be successful every day if you have a good relationship with yourself. Tiffany says, I want to help those in severe pain from trauma, such as physical and emotional abuse. This is good stuff, Tiffany. My goal is to reach any goal I set my mind to in order to help others. Very good. That's a really good starting point for your goals. That's excellent. And I love I love working with people who have suffered physical and emotional abuse. It's so rich and rewarding, and there's so much energy there to help. So I love it. Very well said. The thing is, so now you all have kind of written out what it is you need to know, right? I'd love for you all to share some of that with me. Like, what are you feeling like you need to know in order to be of service to your ideal client? Now, the thing that I'm hoping you see is that you already know most of the stuff that you've put in this box. I jumped ahead a little bit. My apologies here. I should be here. You know most of this stuff already to a degree, right? So I want you to understand that you already know about this stuff. So you're actually showing up with it to your coaching program. Okay, you're showing up with it already. You have it. Okay, so I think it's very exciting that you acknowledge what you bring to the table. It's kind of like, excuse me, it's kind of like, as Leanne is saying, that I'm making sure I'm loving myself in the process of helping others. Part of the way of loving yourself in the process of helping others is acknowledging yourself and recognizing that you are a gift. That's part of the process, okay? Now, so we're not going to go any more into this. I just needed you to kind of go through that process. But I do want you to note that those painful experiences that you have gone through have brought you tremendous compassion and maturity that you're sharing with other people who are in need. That's the thing, okay? You can also add in, sorry guys, you can also write down, and I know we've already done this, so I'm not emphasizing this, but if you want to write down your painful experiences in this box, you can do that as well. Like, this painful experience that I went through will help this person who has suffered emotional trauma. This painful experience that I've gone through will help this person who has been abused, right? Write that down here if you want to, okay? At least note it in your mind. Okay, so maybe you've never been trained and you've never gotten a certification of any kind before. You know, maybe you have. Maybe you've gotten Reiki or something like that, but maybe you've not. Or the thing is, maybe you're not using it. Okay, you might have gotten it, but you're still not using it. All right. You've not had a chance to try out your skills. Okay. You're probably, if you've been certified in something, or if you've tried it all to do life coaching for your own business, you're probably already learning that building a solid base of clients who will pay you for the transformation you are bringing is not actually easy. It's pretty challenging. You might find lots of people who will work with you for free or for very little money, but that's not actually a fair exchange for the transformation and improvement that you're bringing into their lives. And the fact is that other coaches are actually getting paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So why should you be working for free or for a pittance? Okay. As an aspiring spiritual life coach, it's important that you get a real understanding of how the business works. Otherwise, you'll have a rude awakening as you come upon all those challenges that are really exciting and really expanding, but are also really, really difficult. Okay. So if you're planning to support yourself fully as a certified spiritual life coach, you have to know that your journey is something powerful for building your business, okay? And I just want to remind you that everything you need to do is learnable, all right? So now that you've looked at how you help people and you've explored what you need to know in order to be able to help them, you now get to think about what success means to you in terms of your spiritual life coaching business again, okay? Let's go into page 4 here. And so I think this next step will be really interesting. Let's see what you say. Here are several factors that you can use to determine your success in your coaching business. So your job right now is to choose which ones are most significant for you. So on the worksheet in the space provided, rate each item according to its importance in your perspective for your success, okay? 1 being not at all important, 5 being important, and 10 being supremely important. You can rate anywhere from 1 to 10, okay? Now, oops, here we go. So let me just run through these really quickly. The first one is your feeling of success, like just embodying the feeling of success. Like, I feel like I'm okay. Like, I'm doing this, this is hard. I just failed, but I know I'm okay. That's what that means, a feeling of success in spite of obstacles and challenges. Your ability to maintain happiness in spite of difficult challenges, okay? Your work ethics and your attitude, your attitude and how you go about work. How much you've learned from experience, that's also important. Your lessons learned. How much you've learned from formal settings, okay? These are really talking about the things that you value. I love being self-taught, and that was really important, but I also realized that that was a long, hard road for me. And so formal learning has moved up the scale significantly, because I'm like, okay, my teachers have made that much easier for me. So that has moved up, and this is still important, but this one has more weight. Your connection with other people, that's either the people you work with, your peers, your team, but also your clients and your audience and things like that, okay? Connection to other people. The number of people in your tribe, like how many followers you have, how many likes you get, et cetera, et cetera. Excuse me. The number of people who show up for your events, the number of people who show up for your paid events, number of people who download your free content, the number of people who download your paid content. These are all asking you about those stats that like every business owner has to kind of look at. Some of us weigh things more heavily than others, you know? So this is asking you what feels most important for you. You know, people who, like, having 100 people show up to your free event and only 1 show up to your paid event, like, how do you feel about that? Or, you know, what means success? What feels important to you for your values, okay? The number of mentions you get in all media, your income, your home, the car you drive, or other material goods, okay? So I'm going to give you a minute to go through and kind of rate those on a scale of 1 to 10. Whatever you don't get through, you can finish later on, okay? And I'm going to check in here and see who's with me. Oh, and I'm going to blow my Oh, this is great, Leanne. Being there for someone with grief is important to know. Every day is different. And it's not about what I've planned, but what they are feeling today and what can be done for today. Knowing that the roller coaster is a part of the process and being ready for it. Yeah, I can't wait till you become a life coach, Leanne. Very good. And let's see what's on Facebook. Do I have anyone? Hey, Jacqueline's here. Hey, Jacqueline, nice to see you. All right, very good. Very good, excellent. All right, yeah, my voice is fading. So look, y'all, these are just a few factors, and you might have your own specific factors that I haven't considered. One factor of business success has to be financial or monetary, but I put them all under this monthly/yearly income. But you could say, like, I want to have low margins. How you organize your finances is very important to you. You would want to add that in for yourself so that you can kind of keep that as one of your values. Okay, so just know that you can add any values in here that are not included. All right. So now you might have a 9-to-5 job that you're currently working on that supports you and your family. That's great. But at some point, you can potentially quit that job and work for yourself. Okay. The opportunity is to be self-employed, earning at least your income that you're to matching the income that you already have. That was a big determiner of success for me when I made the decision to become a certified spiritual life coach. Yeah, of course, my attitude, happiness, free time, and general outlook were really important also. But after doing this a number of years and then not being financially successful, I mean, after years of barely being able to pay my rent, of creating programs that no one wanted to pay for, that was hard. Okay, it's like after 3 years of really giving it my all, I felt like a failure. So I am encouraging you to add weight to your rating of your monthly and yearly income so that you will trigger in yourself the things you need to do in order to make that a part of your reality as well. Because it's not like if you don't acknowledge that you want financial success, there are many people who will naturally go toward financial success, but many of us have to actually work for it. We have to learn. We're not just gifted, like knowing how to run a business and wow, boom, we're making $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month. Most of us have to actually figure out how to even earn $3,000 a month. We have to learn. So this is something you need to take responsibility for, right? So just understand that if you want more from your life, you can determine your own financial destiny. Sorry, guys. I would love it, by the way, if you'd share some of your ratings with me in the comments. Like, what's your top rated? Give me your top 1 or 2 rated items. Put those in the chat for me. Okay. Now, for the last step, you're simply going to sit down and think about what is important to you and what factors are going to make you a success. Okay, so in the worksheet, write down your how you now, looking at your, at the ratings that you've given, write down how or describe your new understanding of success, including those factors. And the idea is to kind of create for yourself a little internal game plan of what's important for you. This worksheet will tell you what your values are, what you need to learn, and what you're going to do with those things that you want to learn. That's going to help you move forward in your business, in your coaching business, right? So with my students in my certification program, they're doing all of these things, but in a much deeper way, because I'm having to obviously move them through certification, okay? So my job is to help them to do these things, but also to apply them to the business that we're building. So they have to create all of this within the actual business structure itself, okay? So for those of you who are enrolled in the program or enrolling in the program, my certification program, understand that this stuff is actually built in to what we're doing. You'll see it in the exercises as you make your way through the curriculum, okay? All right, now, we're all done for the day. We're all done for the day. So what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and finish this up for your home fun for tonight. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow talking about working from anywhere. And if you have any questions, let me actually see if anyone has put anything in the chat for me. Nope, I've got nothing new, so that's okay. Double checking over here on Facebook. Where did it go? There you are. All right, very good. So, ladies, my voice will be much improved tomorrow when we meet. My energy level will be much improved. I hope. Wish me luck. I will see you all tomorrow, okay? Have a good day. All right. Bye, everyone.